the rock climbing facility. Sorry, I have to do this lesson late tonight, which I didn't want to, but I'm kind of tired. If you can't tell, I'm very sleepy. My arms, I can't feel my hands. You can see they have lots of scrapes on them from climbing up the mountain, or up the rock wall. I was gone for a very long time. We just got back. We climbed from around 4 p.m., all the way to around 8:30 p.m. So we climbed for a very long time, for 4.5 hours. It was a lot of fun, though. I uploaded pictures to Twitter. You can see the pictures on Twitter, and you can kind of see what we did. And yes, I am exhausted. I'm exhausted after getting home. I'm very tired. It just hit me how tired I actually am. But I wanted to do our word lesson still, even though we may not have everyone on here. I wanted to do our word lesson. And I know which word I wanted to do earlier, but I couldn't because I was in a bad area, in a bad connection area, and it had to do with climbing. And again, where I was climbing, it's an indoor place, so it's not real rocks, they're fake rocks. It's actually a little more difficult because they make like difficult grips. Makes it hard for you to put your fingers into and your feet onto. It's not easy. It's a good workout. It's a very good exercise. So I want to do the word ascend. To ascend. So ascend is A-S-C-E-N-D. To ascend. And why I wanted to do this word is because I went rock climbing, and it means to climb higher, or it means to rise through the air. So it means to go up and up and up and up. Now, I love climbing, and I love reading books about rock climbing. I went into the Himalayas in Nepal and Tibet, and we climbed in the mountains. AJ, Tomoe, and I did. So I love this. I find it very interesting, and I find it fun. And ascending means you're going up and up and up. So I ascended the rock wall today. I ascended the rock wall. To ascend, I ascended. I went up and up and up the rock wall. I did fall off the rock wall a few times. I fell to the ground a few times. But for the most part, I did a good job of ascending, going up and up and up the rock wall. So I've got some example sentences for everybody. So my first example sentence is, the hot air balloon ascended above the clouds. This means the hot air balloon went above the clouds. So it kept going up and up and up. It went above the clouds. It ascended above the clouds. And then my second word is, the climber continued to ascend up the mountain. So the climber continued to go up the mountain. So this is what it means to ascend, to go up, or to go through the air. It's common among many religions, Christianity especially I'm familiar with. They say that that Jesus ascended to the heavens. They say this in Christianity. And so this is common too, to ascend. It means to go up and up and up. So this is very common. It's used a lot. It's a word that is used a lot in writing. So it means to go up in the air. You can ascend stairs. That's a good example. If you ascend stairs, you're going upstairs. You're going upstairs. You're ascending the stairs. You're going up the stairs. So it means to go up, or to go up in the air, rise in the air, or to just go up something. You don't have to rise in the air particularly. It was asked, can we say he ascended above his wounds? I don't believe so. It can't be used that way. Do you mean like he recovered? He recovered from his wounds means that he was fine. So the word is ascend. So A-S-C-E-N-D, to ascend, or to go up. So to ascend, to go up and up and up, to rise in the air. So the plane ascended safely. That's a perfect example. That's a great example. So the plane ascended in the air. It kept going up safely. It didn't crash. So this is what it means to ascend. I was asked, can you ascend to another job? That's not very common. That's not common to use that. I don't believe it's used that way. You can You can obviously you can rise to higher positions in your job. You can be promoted. That's common. To be promoted to a better job means to go to a better job, to go to a higher job. So ascend is more for like planes, for hot air balloons, for people who go in the air, or to ascend stairs, go up the stairs, or ascend the mountain, go up the mountain. So if you're talking about a job, you'd be promoted. You'd be promoted to a better job. It means to go up to a better job. And then if you get demoted, this means to go down to a worse job. So you're promoted, you go up to a better job, demoted down to a worse job. So that's that example. But to ascend means to go up or rise in the air. So I did that. I did ascend. And I also wanted to do the phrase, because I thought it was funny, better late than never. Better late than never. And it's common in speaking, especially in the United States. And it's simple. What it means is if you do something late or you show up late to a meeting, you can say better late than never. And if you say better late than never, it means that at least you did it, or at least you went to it. And it's better to do something than never do it at all. So better late than never means it's better to do something at any point, even if it's a week from now, a year from now, than to never do it at all. And I know a lot of people use this, but better late than never. What it means is just as long as you do it, it's better late than never. I say this a lot when I show up to meetings and someone is telling me, why did you show up to the meeting late? And I will walk in and say, better late than never. And they look at me, and usually you're being sarcastic or kind of being disrespectful, but you can say better late than never. It's very common. So these are the two things I wanted to teach today. So I can take a couple questions. I can take 2 or 3 questions today. And then you save your questions. If there are more questions, save them for tomorrow. And I can answer those as well. So do I have any questions for today? Take your time. Waiting. Okay, the word lame. To be lame means pathetic or sad or poor. I mean, it means just it's in bad. To be lame means it's not very fun. It's not very cool. This is common. So if I say this movie is lame, it means it's not very common. And I got the question, what was the first word? It was ascend. To ascend. To rise in the air or to go up something. So I was mountain climbing today. I went rock climbing. I ascended up the rock wall. This means I went up. Okay, so pronounce action. So action and accent. So action and accent. Action is to take action, and accent is kind of like if you have an accent. So an Australian accent would be talk like this. It's great to see you. I'm glad I'm teaching this lesson to everybody. I really appreciate it. Looks like a normal backyard. So that's an Australian accent or different accents. Oh, I didn't teach an idiom today, no. Better late than never is not an idiom. It's just a common phrase. So, can you... Reading this? Yes, the word is different at the last sound. Between accent and action. So do I have any more questions? There are a lot coming at the same time, so it makes it kind of hard. So if you can save your questions for tomorrow and I miss one, I'm sorry, and I can do it tomorrow. The usage of might, so I might do something means there's a chance I might do something, but so sorry, I got distracted. But it means I might do something. So it means there's a chance you might do it, but you're not 100% going to do it. So if I say, I might clean the dishes, this means I might do it, but I might not. There's a chance, it's not 100% that I will do the dishes. I may wait till tomorrow. So I would say this. Or I might go talk to that girl. This means I might go talk to her. There's a chance I will talk to her, but I may not. I may just not talk to her. So might. You say I might do something if you're not really sure if you'll do it. There's just a small chance, or a chance you'll do it. So I'll take one more question for today because I have to tell you something exciting and then I have to go work on that thing. So shake, shape, shave, the same sound or different sound? Yes, they're very different. So shake, shape, and shave. Shake, so to shake something. To shave, shave your face. And then, I forget the last one. Was it shape? Shape. And then last one was hole, and roll. So a hole and a roll. So hole and roll. So it starts with an R sound for roll, and then hole sounds with a H sound. So to pronounce shave, 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 ends with a V sound. Shake, shake ends with a k sound. And shape ends with a p sound, like shape. So shake, shape, and shave. Does that help? So shave, shake, and shape. And the last one I can do is raise. To raise something means to lift it. And to rest. Raise and rest. Raise and rest. Yes, so I got the question, may and might are the same. Yes, they are very similar. May and might are the same. So I got the question, what does very mean when you use it like Phil is very Phil? So if someone says Phil is being very Phil today, this means I'm acting very characteristic of my personality. So I'm acting very much like people see me. So Phil is being very Phil today. This means that I'm being very much like myself. Sometimes I might not seem that way, or sometimes I might not show my characteristics, how I act usually. But if someone's saying Phil is being very Phil today, it means that I'm showing my true colors. This is common. It says showing your true colors means showing your characteristics, showing what you're actually like. So that's all I can do today. I'm getting lots of questions. I don't want to confuse anyone, so I'm going to stop here today. Sorry. Save your questions for later if you have them for tomorrow's video. Really quickly, yes, there are lots of questions today. I can answer them tomorrow, save them, because I don't want to confuse people. But I have something to tell you that's really exciting. I talked about it earlier today. I am going to take our TOEFL words from the lessons. I'm going to take the week TOEFL words. So if I teach 7 in a week, what I will do is turn them into an essay. I will take the words and put them into an essay. And I'm going to post me reading it onto YouTube, and I'm going to ask questions. So I'm using the circling technique while I read them. So it's going to have an essay that I read in a video using the words, and I will question you, and you can answer back. And they're very interesting, and I'll try to make them funny stories. I just finished the first one. I'm uploading it to YouTube now. You can see right here. And this one talks about my pet lion in Seattle. So you'll get lots of practice from these. It'll be very useful. They're about 20 minutes long, so a little longer, but they'll be good practice for you. And they will be on YouTube once I get it done. Otherwise, I uploaded a Tony Robbins video about me talking about the 5 steps